Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Wednesday, August the 20th, and even though we're dead smack in the middle of the summer, I've got 7 great press releases for you from both sides of the border, including some great financial results. Let's start you off first on the OTCBB side of things. We've got Debut Broadcasting Corporation, trades on the OTC under DBTB. This is an AGORACOM client, have to disclose that, but we don't report news here unless it stands on its own 2 feet. This definitely does that. Debut put out Q2 numbers for 2008. Results include net revenue of $726,000 for Q2. For the first 6 months of the year, $1.177 million. That's an increase of 446% over the same period in 2007. Stephen Ludwig, CEO of Debut Broadcasting, had this to say: Debut continues to see an increase in net revenue as the radio syndication arm thrives and additional radio stations are brought under Debut Broadcasting umbrella. Now, what does the company do? This is very, very important for you. They sell pre-recorded radio programs and related services to more than 1,400 AM and FM stations in the U.S. and Canada. They reach more than 45 million listeners per week, making it one of the leading syndicators in the industry. The company also has some research out on it here. Analysts at Rubicon Global Research and Dutton Associates are convinced, according to the company, that Debut stock is significantly undervalued. For example, Rubicon, its initiating coverage research report a target price of $1.58, while Dutton Associates reported a stock target price of $2.88 for an average price of $2.33. The company closed yesterday at 26 cents. It's just off its 52-week low of 22 cents. What I really like about Debut, client or not, is the fact that in this time of turmoil in the economy, we're talking about a guns and butter company here. These are pre-recorded radio programs to 1,400 AM and FM stations. Like that business, very stable, not dependent on any one client or any one space. Looks like it's a very stable company. Take a closer look at the company. Market cap of just $5.1 million. Next up, Chinaget Holding Company trades on the OTC under CYID. They also put out their Q2 numbers. Revenue for the second quarter increased by 207% to $6.9 million. In addition, operating income increased by 305% to $4.6 million. Net income up 325% to $4.4 million. You know we like these up-and-coming Chinese companies, especially when they're recording this kind of top-line and bottom-line growth. What do? They're an emerging and fast-growing tourism and media company. They closed yesterday at $1.60. That's in between the 52-week trade range, about 50 cents to 4.40. A little on the low side, but nonetheless, great numbers. Go take a look at Yida Holding Company. Switching over to Canada, some great news out of the resources sector. First up, Castle Gold Corp trades on the venture under the stock symbol CSG. They're announcing results of an updated NI 43-101 report dated July 31st. Specifically, they enhanced resources and reserves and resulting increase in production and net present value. This at their El Castillo mine in Mexico. Here are some of the highlights of this report. I really like it. A 16% increase in measured and indicated resources to 1.177 million ounces of gold. A 50% increase in proven and probable reserves to 752,000 ounces of gold. A recommendation to increase production by over 200% to 5 million tons per year, thereby increasing average annual gold production to 52,000 ounces per year over a 10-year mine life. And finally, a 50% increase in the net present value of the mine to $53.6 million based on the long-term gold price of $625 per ounce, which I think is pretty conservative, so doing a good job there. That's increasing to 170%, increasing 107% to $97 million based on analyst consensus gold estimates. The company closed yesterday at 40 cents. Take a closer look at them. That's Castle Gold. Next up, Adryana Partners. Big news here. They announced that they partnered with ArcelorMittal. First of all, their stock symbol, Adryana, trades on the venture under ADI. They partnered with ArcelorMittal, the world's leading steel company, on the principal terms for the development of an iron ore port facility in the state of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The port will be constructed on lands acquired by Adriana in January 2008. This is a pretty significant deal here, not just because it's the world's leading steel company, but here are some of the highlights. Through a series of transactions, our seller will acquire 80% of the port for total consideration of about $40.5 million US. Adriana is going to hold the other 20%. Our seller Metal has agreed to acquire up to 19.9% of the company's common shares for about $25 million bucks, or about 25 million shares in 2 private placements, and they're also going to take a seat on Adriana's board. The company will assist Adriana in sourcing funding for Adriana's portion of the port development costs. And finally, upon closing of the port agreement and the related financing, Adriana expects to have over $65 million in working capital, inclusive of the above referred private placement. So really significant press release out of the company. Michael Belay, President and CEO of the company, had this to say. I think this is important. 3 years ago, Adriana recognized the surging mineral supercycle, and through strategic partnerships with Athena and WorldLink, quickly identified the need for a new iron ore port facility in Brazil that would create an export opportunity to deliver iron ore to the end user. Today, we have partnered with the leading steel corporation in the world to export iron ore from Brazil. Really great press release. They closed yesterday at 72 cents, in between their trading range of $45 to $1.40 over the last 52 weeks. Acadian Mining, they announced that they trades on the TSX, on the stock symbol ADA, announced assay results for 75 additional drill holes. Results to date support potential for bulk tonnage open pit deposit 1,700 meters from the mill at the Scotia mine. Highlights here: hole S1072, hole S1059, hole S1057. Go take a look at those holes. Now, what I like about this company is that was the following. They operate a zinc lead mine, the Scotia mine in Nova Scotia. The Scotia mine operates as an open pit mine and is expected to produce 30,000 tons of high-grade zinc concentrate and 12,000 tons of high-grade lead concentrate in 2008. Again, great numbers out of the resource space. Love to hear that kind of stuff. Acadian closed yesterday at 23 cents, just off their 52-week low of 20 cents and way off their high of $1.15. So, might be a good entry point. Do your own due diligence. Next up, Kalimantan Gold trades on the Venture under KLG. For our friends in the UK, on the AIM under KLG as well. They announced that they continue to achieve success in drilling their 100% owned Jelai Gold project in Indonesia, where 56 holes totaling 4,500 meters have been drilled over the past year up until July 10th. Hole 38, 26, and 27. Go take a look at those in the press release. Really nice numbers there. They closed yesterday at 10 cents. That's it. That's off their low of 7, but way off their high of 30 cents. And finally, Marik Gold trades on the TSX Venture and MXI. They announced that they intersected 5.52 grams per ton of gold over 24.5 meters in the Siribaya drilling. They've got a bunch of assay highlights. Go take a look at those. But I do have a quote here from President Gregory Eisner, who said this: "The drilling at Siribaya continues to yield excellent assay results. Area 55 gold mineralization has closed space drill confirmed continuity of 300 meters on strike and 250 meters in depth. Area 55 is a very small portion of the 10-kilometer long Siribaya structure. I'm convinced," here's the closer, "I'm convinced a significant gold deposit will be proven at Siribaya." Big words out of the company. Hold them to it. Take a look and follow the company. Again, they closed yesterday at 25.5 cents, right off their 52-week low of 24 cents. That's a wrap. Great news. Extremely happy to see that kind of quality news come out right in the dead smack middle of summer and vacation season. As always, if you look for more great small cap companies, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. Close to 85 companies listed by industry and exchange, so you can find the one best suited for your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. I'm almost out of voice. Talk to you tomorrow.